This video wouldn't be possible without the support of Nicole, Douglas, Dominic, Jenny, Shane, Elaine, and a very close friend who wishes to remain anonymous. Thank you very much for your support. You made this video possible.
Power outage in Peru. Some places you can hear have generators running. Apparently it's happened occasionally. So, what it looks like with no street lights.
Well, when I shot a lot of this video in Peru, Ecuador, hadn't even heard about the virus, and well, with the new state of affairs, the way things are with coronavirus and the actions being taken by governments around the world, I'm probably going to add in a few clips that I'm shooting here up in Western North Carolina, give a little bit more depth and feel to it. Eventually it's blow over, and I'm hopeful that some of the international travel tips will be useful at that point. In the meantime, I guess I'm gonna have some tips about traveling during the pandemic, getting out of the country and such. So we'll see how it's all gonna run. I hope you enjoyed this video, or rather this series of videos. It's probably gonna be a lot. Best wishes, peace out, good health to you and yours. Wandering River Guide, Fast Fred here. And just because you live frugal doesn't mean you can't live large. You just have to do it on a budget or travel the world. The airline ticket is expensive, but after that, it's pretty cheap. By the way, airfare to Ecuador, Peru is quite affordable currently.
Don't hit a tuk-tuk, or don't get hit by a tuk-tuk, or whatever, or the tuk-tuk army will arrive in mass and shut down the highway. And make the local owners grumpy who can't get the tuk-tuks out of their business stores.
Check out my new Patreon account. With your help and support, I can make even more videos with less censorship, a little more freedom, and you can get behind the scenes, see some videos and clips before they're available to the public. Be a part of the experiment, a new direction. We're going to still have some awesome whitewater footage on this channel. We're also going to start giving you some tips how you can travel, be freer, have a better life with a lot less. You don't need a lot of money. I do this with less than 12 grand a year. You can do it too if you want. Go travel the world, see some interesting things. Join the tribe, subscribe, find me on Patreon, follow the links in the description. Check it out. This is your channel too. Make yourself a part of it. Cheap travel tips. My friend Chad and Brian ask, how to vacation for 3 months on the cheap? Well, I'm on month number 4 so far.
Lima at the beach. Near sunset.
Folks ask me, how can you afford to travel? Yeah, you know, I'm a river hippie. I'm a river god, hillbilly. I don't have a lot of bread. That's why I travel. I go to Ecuador because I can eat well, stay in better places than I can afford to in the States. I have one job that I basically work 6 months a year, a little bit of residual income over the winter, doing some marketing and IT functions. Speaking of which, if you need some IT functions or some zany videos or help with your content on social media, I'm the one. Call me up, message me, be glad to give you some help, give you some interesting insights. I know a lot about search engine optimization. I did it professionally for 20 years before I started feeling the travel bug and throwing it all through the wind to be a river guide and travel the world and see Latin America and some bigger mountains and awesome rivers. If you want to live cheap, There's not too many better places to come than Ecuador. Ecuador is awesome. It's like living in a first world country, in my opinion. Hell, the healthcare is rated higher in Ecuador than it is in the United States, according to WHO, the World Health Organization. So don't be scared. Come check it out.
Food is very inexpensive and very healthy. You might not eat quite the Western diet, but there's lots of fresh fruits and vegetables available very cheap. I mean, it isn't very expensive. It costs more than the produce. The produce is very inexpensive compared to what you would experience in the United States.
Shopping at Mercado, you can get really good deals. You need to be educated. Go to the supermarket, usually found nearby the Mercado, and see what the prices are. You should never pay more for something in Mercado than you paid in the supermarket.
Come eat wonderful food down in Latin America, especially Ecuador and Peru. There's no GMOs allowed. Very healthy food. Tomatoes taste great. You just go into a restaurant or you go to the market, it tastes like fine ripened homegrown tomatoes. The veggies taste awesome here. I'm getting skinny, I'm not trying to. I walk a lot, I eat a lot of really good food, and it's very inexpensive.
If you want to live it up, there's places you can eat Western food, but you're going to pay more like Western prices. You're going to pay a higher price for it. It'll probably still be cheaper back home, but it'll be a lot more than if you go experiment and eat local food. Mercado has good, safe food to eat. It is what the locals eat. It is tasty and it's very inexpensive. But you can cook for yourself. If you get an apartment and can eat really on the cheap, you get to know people. You get to become part of society. I keep going back to the same apartment. I've made a lot of new friends.
With all the ice cream, I'm losing weight. The ice cream is great here. Very affordable. And with all the walking and great veggies, not gaining any weight. I've lost a few pounds without even trying.
Hostels can be very nice. It can be nicer than a hotel in many cases, and you got a kitchen you can use. It's shared. You can make tea in it. You can cook things on stovetop. You can bake things. I strongly recommend hostels. It's a great way to eat well and save a lot of money because you can use the markets in the supermarket. You don't have to eat out all the time. It's a really good idea, and you get to meet a lot of other travelers as well as the host family. some great hostels in Baez. You want to go kayaking, there's some awesome deals to be had, and those hostels are great places to meet paddle partners. Look down in the description. I tried to give you some links and some intel, some of my friends. Those of you that want an all-inclusive resort experience in your whitewater kayaking or rafting in Ecuador, search online or just talk it up in the boater community. Everybody in the Southeast knows who these businesses are. I'm not going to advertise for them. Baños, you'll see a few powers drift through there. Baños is like the adventure capital of Ecuador. There are more Ecuadorian tourists in Baños than you'll see gringos. There's a lot of people from the Western world there. There's a lot of people come from Europe. You'll see people from all over the world there. You'll see expats there. It's a really nice place. It's very tranquilo. It's at perfect altitude. It's a little over a mile high in altitude, no bugs. It's paradise, perfect temperature. You don't need heat and you don't need air conditioning. And it doesn't get much better than that. Is an awesome place to eat real, authentic Ecuadorian food without spending a fortune. And you can even have cuy, also known as guinea pig. It's a bit salty for my taste, the way they cook it there. But hey, you might as well check it out. When in Rome, do as the Romans.
Against big oil, just saying yes for the water and no for petroleum.
People here really care about the environment. Maybe that's why a lot of river hippies like myself come here. They're trying to fight big petroleum and protect their water and their resources and their environment. We only have one planet. What's the point of mining it to make a few people rich at the expense of the entire planet and all the species, human beings included? Some people think these countries I come visit are socialist. Well, you couldn't be further wrong. These people are heavily invested in democracy, and they take full advantage of civil discourse, protest, and they try to make a meaningful difference. They have a lot more voice in their government than many folks in the USA might think they do. So don't judge, come travel. It's the best cure for bigotry and racism. The more you travel, the more you'll know. And you'll find out there are very free countries, and democracy is a big deal in Latin America. So come check it out. Live from Peru. Peace out.
If you stay outside of City Central, you can live really cheap. You can find really cheap places. I stay in Baños, a nice short walk from Central, maybe a kilometer or two. And I pay $250 a month. Don't compare what you pay to what you would pay in America. Know what the locals make. Know what the average local earns, so you know what reasonable price. You're looking for the local price, not the gringo price. Propane currently is about $4 for a tank that's big enough for me to cook for 3 months. Easily 2 months if you really get crazy and cook stuff and bake it in your oven. There's great beer to be had. The beer is cheaper. Even the craft beer is cheaper than the United States if you do your homework. You can pay more if you're not careful, but if you do your homework, it's cheap. If you go to the grocery store, you get the cheap hells in there. It's better than Budweiser. It's actually made from barley and not cheap rice and corn and other adjuncts. It's real beer. It's not my favorite, but it ain't bad. And $1.75 a liter is a pretty good deal.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, tell us about the happy hour.
All right, every day we're open at 5 o'clock, and from 5 to 7 p.m. it's happy hour, 250 pints.
Yeah, that's a beer. That's a delicious Slack IPA.
Made right up the road. This is the IPA. I make the beer here. It's local made, so support your local brewer.
You can buy bottled water. Some people drink the water, but you can buy bottled water for just a couple of dollars. It's very cheap. Here in Peru, they don't use dollars, they use soles. For $3, you get 10 soles. The exchange rate is roughly 3.4 soles to the dollar. If you see something on the menu and it says 15, real price is less than $5. Now, keep that in mind, it's real easy to live on the cheap. Even if you're paying 60 sol for a really nice room, like I am right now, it's kind of extravagant for me. I'm still only spending about 20 bucks a night. Most of the time here in Latin America, I'm living cheaper than that. Like I'm renting an apartment for $250 a month in Ecuador. That works out less than $10 a day. You can stay in hostels really cheap. Just look around. The closer you are to El Centro, the more it's going to cost you. Right here, I'm a couple blocks from Central Park, and I'm also 1 block from Mercado Central, where I can go buy any fruit and vegetable I want, and there's lots of little shops to eat whatever I want on the cheap. So it averages out. You might pay a little bit more where I'm at right now, but I'm a couple blocks away from Central Park. I walk to the park, food prices go up, I walk that way. Hey, you can eat crappy fast food anywhere. Don't eat it when you're here. Some of the cities, bigger cities, have McDonald's. I don't eat at them. Wait a minute, I don't eat that stuff when I'm home either. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe. And special thanks to all my fans who've come rafting with me. Without your love and support coming to rafting, and most importantly, those awesome tips you left me, I wouldn't be here, and I don't know how I'd be eating in the United States either. It costs even more there. So, much love to you. Come on out and see me this summer. Let's go rafting. I'll show you a good time, show you some of my favorite places to surf it up. Hey, leave me some comments, share the video, show some support. Appreciate you. Peace out.
Come on down here and check it out. I'm in Peru. Why aren't you?
Alright, that's it for this cut. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And please do like, subscribe, comments, share with your friends, say something about it. Tag your buddies that you know want to go traveling. It doesn't cost much to travel. A lot of people ask me, how can I afford to travel? My answer is, I can't afford to live in the United States. It's cheaper to spend my off season wandering, roaming Latin America, enjoying affordable health care, eating awesome fresh food that really tastes good because it's grown out in equatorial sun. It's so much cheaper. I can't afford not to travel. I'm in Peru. Why aren't you? Get out there and explore the world. You'll find being a world traveler isn't very expensive. And if you're smart about it, if the river guy can do it, you can do it. I'm in Peru. Why aren't you?
Mancora, Peru, at the beach. And there's this break, the surf break. Bunch of surfing schools around here. And you see some ponies you can rent. Pretty beautiful day out on the Pacific Ocean. If you're careful, you can eat for like $3 or $4 a meal here. Even at the beach. Well, these are trying times, especially for us river guides. Hey, at least I'm not homeless. I might not be living in the greatest pad, but I got a roof. Don't forget us river guides. Yeah, we're out there for you. Most seasons, this is going to be a tough season. Try to show a little love when you come out rafting. And hopefully this virus will allow us to get some rafting in before the season's over. In the meantime, I'm out of work till at least May, and I'm sure my brothers are too. Keep us in your prayers. Peace out.